Hey y'all, welcome back. So this is the warm-up section for our fundamentals workshop. For this, I would definitely recommend grabbing 2 blocks and a strap. It's gonna be really, really helpful. We're gonna go into a little bit of heart opening. We're gonna do some shoulder work, some wrist work. It's gonna be awesome. Go ahead and grab your props and then we're gonna get things started. Hey guys, all right, so go ahead and grab your blocks. Go ahead and get set up on your mat. We're gonna start out in a supported shavasana. So you're gonna lie down on your back, take your blocks, one at the medium level underneath your spine, and then the other one underneath your head can be at the medium or tall level. You'll determine in a moment what works best for you. But I like to slide this first block right up underneath my shoulder blades so that the top edge is hitting the bottom of my shoulder blades. The second block goes underneath the head to support. One day you may not even need the second block underneath your head. But the point right now is not to go into the deepest heart opening that you've ever had in your life. The idea is to just find a point of relaxation. And just feel that your shoulders want to fall away from one another, relaxing open, like your eyes drift closed. Almost like your thighs are melting apart from one another. If you feel like you're got a little bit of tension in your toes, you can release that, flex your toes out. Hell yeah, very nice. Very nice. You can even do the same with your wrists, with your fingers. The eyes close, and then just sort of start to settle down. Let the breath become nice and neutral. Turning the attention inside. There's so much within us. Endless strength, endless possibility, endless potential. And when we take the time to step onto our yoga mats, we're able to access that limitless potential. And so in this moment, really thank yourself for taking that time, for acknowledging your potential, for accepting the possibility. Knowing that every breath here, every moment spent on your mat, opens you up to possibility and worth in every aspect of your life. Let that sense of gratitude start to manifest as a very physical sense of relief. And feel that the back of your head wants to melt into the block that supports it. That the back of your throat becomes soft, the back of your neck relaxing, your shoulder blades melting into the block. Your heart pumping out of the cavity, shining up to the sky. The tops of your thighs relaxing down to the earth. Your shins drifting down. All the way down to your feet. The edges of your toes releasing into the earth. So that as you're here, you find that you are truly present. Start to focus your attention on your breath. Feel the spaces where it's tight. Feel where the breath becomes more shallow. And with care and compassion, begin to focus your attention on crafting a very deliberate and smooth, deep inhale through the nose, released by a deep exhale through the nose. Allowing this rhythm of inhaling deep through the nose and releasing it deep through the nose to become the rhythm for your entire being. And that this breath, which runs from the top of your head all the way to the tips of your toes, that it becomes the motivating force for all of your action, for every movement. That this deep inhale through the nose, deep exhale through the nose, your ujjayi breath, your life force, will move you forward, not just here, but off your mat as well. Coming to the bottom of your next exhale, let all the air come out of your body. Release everything out. And then inhale, fill up all the way. Let it rise up from the very, very bottom of your being and fill all the way up to the top. Then exhale out of your mouth and let it go. Clear it out. Wonderful. Again, inhale, fill up deep. Let it rise from the very, very bottom of your being all the way up to the top. Then exhale out of your mouth and let it go. Release it out, clear it out. Again, inhale, fill up deep, robust from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head. Then exhale out of your mouth, let it go. Release it. One last time, inhale, fill up so deep, rise up. When you come to the top of your breath, hold. Then exhale out of your mouth, let it go, release it out. Return to the breath in and out of your nose, that deep, smooth ujjayi. And then as you're ready, take your time, just gently roll off of your blocks Roll onto your side. Keep your eyes closed and press up into a seated position. Take your time. There's no rush. Good. And when you get into this seated position, it can be either cross-legged, or you can keep the legs out, extended out in front of you, whatever feels better for you. But let's just take some seated cat-cow just to wake up the spine a little bit. So on the inhale, just draw your belly forward, draw your heart forward, let your chin come up just a tiny bit. Exhale, curl the spine. Press into the hands and knees and round your upper back. Inhale, draw the belly forward, draw the heart forward, gaze come up. Exhale, curl the spine, press into the hands and knees. Beautiful. Keep going like that at your own pace. Inhale, draw the belly forward, draw the heart forward, let the gaze come up. And this is when your eyes can start to come open. Exhale, curl the spine. Press into the hands and knees. Beautiful. And you can make it super primal, like you can push your ribs over to the right, draw the belly down and through, push them over to the left, and then curl. Hell yeah. Really, really nice, you guys. You can shake out your head and your neck. You can even go for some lion's roar, like inhale, make your face super small. Exhale out of your mouth, push it out, and make faces. You're trying to release all of these really tight muscles that get caught all the time because we're constantly just making like the most ugly faces all the time, just like So lose that. You can shake out your head and your neck. Do whatever you need to do to feel really, really conscious and present in this physical body. And then on your next inhale, draw the belly all the way forward. Heart pumps up. Draw your arms out in front of you. Keep the sits bones pressing back into your mat, and then just start to walk yourself forward over your legs. Forehead hangs heavy. Back of the head hangs heavy. Release the neck. Release the shoulders. Relax. Let your breath mellow. Then when you're ready, walk yourself back up. Walk it up. Be easy with it. Take your time. Let's do just a little bit of side stretch. So you're going to walk your hand over to the right. Left arm comes up and over your top ear. And if it's there for you, you can drop down onto your forearm. That might not be there for you, especially if the hip pops up off the ground. If that happens, please stay up on the hand. But it's like you're pushing away from the ground. The top shoulder rolls in. The knife edge of that pinky finger swings in toward the earth. Relax that top shoulder back. You can look up and in. Just breathe here. Find your ujjayi. Let it ripple through the side muscles. Take one more breath here. Then exhale, come back up. Walk it back up. Then let's go over to the other side. So you drop the left hand down. And you might come down onto the forearm. That's cool. But make sure the hip is pointing down to the ground. Right arm comes up and over the top ear. Roll that top shoulder open. The knife edge of that right hand swings in. You can look up and in and through at your arm. Breathing into your side ribs. Really pressing that opposite hip down if you feel like you're kind of going on vacation with it and it's lifting up. Take one more breath here, just like this. Then gently come back up. Bring yourself back up. And then put your little paws up right in here in front of your chest and then roll forward over hands and knees. It's going to come into tabletop position. Ready, steady?
I am ready. So, let me come up here. So we're going to do some wrist work now. Everyone in here, I'm assuming, has had wrist pain in yoga at some point. Yes, everyone. So I'm going to show you guys a couple ways that you can start to stretch and also strengthen the wrists. So this is going to make things like downward facing dog, plank, all of these poses where you're on your hands a lot easier over time. Okay, so for the first one, we're going to spread our fingers nice and wide. Check out your wrists and make sure they're parallel with the front of the mat and that your hands are about shoulder distance apart. For the first one, we're going to bring our knees together and inch them up a little bit closer to our hands, so not quite under the hips. And this is just gonna make it a little bit easier. If you feel like it's too easy, you can start to take the knees back. So we're gonna pitch the shoulders forward. So bring your shoulders about over the line of your palms. So just slightly forward of your wrists. And then see if you can keep the arms straight, keep the shoulders exactly where they are, and lift the palms up off the ground. Keep the fingers planting down, thumbs stay down. Yeah, awesome. And then gently lower back down, shoulders stay in the same place. So we're just gonna do that a few times. So lifting up, and then gently lowering down. If it's hard, inch your knees up closer. If it's easy, take the knees back a little bit. So the important thing is that the shoulders stay forward. So try lifting towards the pinky finger side of your hand, and then lifting towards the pointer finger side of your hand. So what this is doing is starting to prepare you for downward facing dog, essentially. So feeling your fingers rooting down into the mat, this is how you want your down dog to feel, so that you take that wrist, the pressure off of your wrist, the pain off of your wrist. Let's do 2 to 3 more.
Y'all feeling it?
Surprisingly painful, am I right? You didn't know, but now you know. Yeah, you're doing it right. Okay? When you're done with about 2 more, you can come back out and shake your hands out. Just give it a little. Okay? Okay. So that's number 1. Do you know what I mean by that, though? So like that sensation of plugging into the knuckles and plugging into the fingertips, think about that when we start working on downward facing dog, and it'll help the wrist pain a lot. Okay, so now let's just take a stretch. So the palms are gonna face down, fingers face towards your knees, and you can start to lean back, but you just want a little stretch through the front side of the wrist. I like to just push the ground away from me. So it's like you're pushing the shoulders away from each other, and that's gonna stretch them. You can rock a little bit, back and forth, side to side here, if that feels okay. And then release that, palms face up, fingers face towards you, lean back. Okay, release that, shake it out. Okay, one more strengthening one now. Let me turn around for you guys. Give everyone a view here. Okay, now you get the butt. Okay, so for this next one, we're gonna make 2 fists, like this, okay? Thumbs on the outside, and your fingers are gonna face towards each other. So we're gonna bring those fists down about shoulder distance apart, same setup with the knees. So the closer your knees are to your hands, the easier it's gonna be, and the farther they are away, the harder it's gonna be. The only thing that matters is that your shoulders stay forward and don't start to come back towards your knees as you do this. So on an inhale, we're gonna see if we can open up the hands to the back of the palms, maybe both at the same time, and then come down for a push-up. Look at where your shoulders are. You want them right over the line of the palm, and then use an exhale, pop back up 2 fists. Whoa, am I right? Inhale down, shoulders forward. Exhale, pop back up 2 fists. Yeah, inhale down. Your knees can be all the way up towards your hands. You just want the shoulders forward. Awesome, and use that exhale to explode back up. We'll do about 5 more of these. Yeah, so this is now strengthening the back side of your wrist. Awesome. Let's do about 2 more. Inhaling down. Exhale, pop up. Inhale down. Exhale, pop up. And then sit back, shake it out. Shockingly challenging. Like really shocking, right? It's like, seems like the most simple movement. So this is just showing you all those tiny little finite muscles that are in your wrist and your hand actually can get stronger and do some of the work for you, so that when you're in down dog and you're in plank, it's not just the shoulders doing all the work or these major muscles. You have other things going on too. Okay, cool. So now this next one, let me come back to this mat because they don't need me for this. This next one, come to sit however feels comfortable for you. Okay. Bring your arms out, straight in front of you. The goal is to keep them straight the whole time. Roll your shoulders back and down, make a super tight fist, and then flash your fingers out to the fullest extent and just keep doing that. So flash hands. Yeah. So, there you go. Nice. Yeah, we got it? Cool. So they start like not so bad. Who was here yesterday? You know. They start off not so bad for 5 to 10 seconds, and then all of a sudden, you're gonna start feeling some burning happening up through your arm, through your tricep, bicep, shoulder girdle, everything's gonna start coming into action. Is that happening yet? Yes, okay. So what's happening again is the wrist muscles and your hand muscles might be weak right now. So all the major muscles in your arms are doing all the work to make this happen. So the more you do these, the stronger your wrists get. We're chilling. I talk the whole time to distract you, okay? We're chilling right here. Your wrists will get stronger. This will get easier. And again, this is your plank. These are your plank arms, your down dog arms. Let's flash faster. 5, 4, 3.
Yeah, try to keep that bend out of the elbows.
1, straight arm, shake it out.
Yeah.
Whoa.
The straight arm is the hard part of that.
That's the hard
because
part.
You're
The
like,
arms,
oh, it's getting easier.
they want to get lazy,
Yeah.
but it's like, you got to keep that energy. But you know what I mean? It's like that fire that you feel all the way up your arm from that. Like, that's your plank, right? That's your down dog. So they're awesome warm-ups, too. We're going to do them again, but a little bit different. Sorry. Okay. Arms back out, parallel. So this time we're going to make claws. So like you're going to turn a doorknob. So really intense, like through your fingers, engage all the way through. Arms straight and just start rolling. So you might hear some little crackling sounds in your wrists. That's fine. And the slower and more engaged you can do them, the more effective they're going to be and the harder they're going to be. So we'll do a few more seconds this way. Woo. Killer. And then let's switch directions. So just switch the roll. Are we dying? Yeah. My arms are on fire.
But it's kind of a pleasant death, though. It's a communal one.
It's a pleasant death.
The death of your ego.
Yes.
You know? Yeah.
Correct.
Rest in peace.
Ooh, rest
later.
in peace. We're done. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release.
There.
Okay, let's take a stretch one more time. So the same one we did before. So palms down, fingers face towards you, and you just start to press the shoulders away. Maybe start to lean back if that feels okay. And if you're really flexible through the front of the wrist, you can start to peel the palms up off the ground. So that's sort of the last option. Whew, feels good after that, right? Okay, and then that other one, palms face up, fingers face towards your knees, and just start to lean back.
I mean, our wrists get a beating, not just in yoga, but all the phone communication, all the typing, all of that shit just ruins the carpal tunnel for life, dude. You gotta do this stuff.
Okay, release that, shake it out one more time. Let's do one more little thing here, not anything hard. Just interlace your hands, make a little fist, and let's just do some of these little rolls. Yeah. Last thing, and then switch directions if you can. It's confusing.
It's confusing.
Can I even do that? I don't even know if I can do it. My brain doesn't work like that.
I was like, wait, what's
If you can, kudos to you. What's opposite of this figure 8? I don't know. It's awkward. Okay, release, shake it out. Okay, grab your straps. And if you're at home and you don't have a strap handy, you can grab a scarf, a shirt, anything that resembles this shape, a belt, anything. Okay, so we're gonna do some shoulder rotations. These are one of my favorite ways to start warming up and opening up the shoulders, especially if you have really tight shoulders. You do these every day, they're really awesome. So we're gonna start on the strap nice and wide. I'm gonna come up here again for this. So nice and wide on the strap to start. Eventually, the idea is to make your hands come in towards shoulder distance, but we'll see how it goes, okay? So wide to begin. We're gonna protract the shoulders, which just means push the shoulders away from you forward, just like we did in those cat-cows. And then on an inhale, take the strap up, squeeze your shoulders up towards your ears to create space, and then exhale, take it back to the sticky spot and just hold. So we're just gonna chill here. So.
I love that.
How are the faces?
No, I was just gonna say, like, you have the best face. That was so great. You were like, yes.
I know, it's brutal. So again here, try to keep the arms straight. They'll want to bend, I know. If you're having trouble with that, think about peeling the thumbs away from each other. It's gonna help keep your arms straight. And maybe you can drop it back a little bit more as we stay here, maybe not.
Very nice, you guys.
And then inhale, take it back up, exhale, release it down. Okay, so now, hypothetically speaking, we're gonna go all the way back. I don't know. So if you felt like there was no budging happening from that place, take the hands a little bit wider on the strap to create a little more room. If you felt like maybe if you had stayed for a few more breaths, the strap would have gone back, then maybe try to keep the hands where they were, okay? So again, protract the shoulders, push them forward. Inhale, take it up, squeeze the shoulders together to create the space, and then see if you can drop straight arms all the way back. Yeah, okay, take it back up, squeeze it up, and bring it down. And we're just gonna do these a few times. So just at your own pace, make these little half circles. And if you're doing it no problem, see if you can bring the hands a little bit closer together. So I'll show the back of this too for you guys at home.
Oh, you might hear that little clink, clink, clam sound.
Yeah.
Clink, 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 clink.
Okay. Ooh, 2 more. Does anyone's shoulders feel looser already? It's good, right? Hurts, but it's good. 1 more. Okay, release it down. Shake the shoulders out for a second, a little shrug. We're gonna do 1 more, and this time we're gonna take it back to the sticky spot again and hold, and then see if we can breathe into the shoulders and drop it all the way down. So the idea is maybe you can take the hands a little bit closer now, maybe not, but just give it a try, see what happens, okay? So again, inhale, push them forward, shoulders forward, take it up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, drop it back, hold for a moment. Whew. And then
Relax
maybe
the
see,
face.
relax
the
the face,
face.
and maybe see if you can just inch it, maybe all the way down, maybe it doesn't go.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, you guys. Beautiful.
And then take it back up,
Beautiful, y'all.
squeeze it up, and release it down, okay? So that's my shoulder routine. So pretty much the wrist and shoulder routine, I do these things most days before I practice, and it's really helpful for everything that we're gonna do. So now your shoulders and your wrists and everything are ready for down dog and all these awesome things. Okay, so that's pretty much our warm up. So we're gonna get started next with the tutorial breakdown of the vinyasa movement. So thanks for joining us, and meet us back here in a few minutes if you want to see that breakdown.